Hello, we got some Duclops in Evolution Cup. Gonna have a decent lead up against Charger Bug, and we got a double counter core in the back, Vigoroth and Primeape. The number one counter user and a pretty good counter to the number one counter user. Gonna be able to comfortably swap into Primeape, and we are gonna outpace in counter damage. They do nick a shield off of us. And let's see the return of Charger Bug, and we sneak a counter in before that Volt Switch goes through. Probably should have just gone for the Ice Punch. Probably would have done more damage, but we bring back Duclops. We lose the CMP tie, but we do get that move to go through. And we're going to hope for a good matchup in the back for Vigoroth. I kind of hope they would have swapped out, but it's Togekiss, Togetic, a pretty powerful thing in this cup. They don't fall for the bait because they know they can even survive a Rock Slide. May as well just go for more Body Slams, and we do get that last shield, and now they are in range of Rock Slide. Evolution Cup has come and gone, but here's some more footage, and this was too fun to not show off the Semper Shield Crown Duclops. We try and catch a Shadow Ball, but they anticipated us. They saw the future of what I was thinking, and they are gonna be able to avoid two Body Slams. One is not avoidable. Actually, no. Didn't debuff us enough. And they survive on 1 HP. And then throw their move. Okay. An extra Hex goes in for energy, because I do not want them to bring that goal back and counter, wing attack down my Primeape. That would just be a lose-lose for me. But I have a fantastic target for this counter user. Bye-bye, Palo Swine. I do get taken out, and they have another move, so I should have shielded. That was a silly goose mistake. Kind of get to enough Ice Punches, because there's no chance I'm getting a farm down. And I think they're not going to have the firepower to avoid the next move, and that is a Poison Fang only, but they did not have another move in time, or at least didn't throw it in time. Now we got the Shadow Dragonair. They are going to be having priority. Am I going to be able to get a it's a Body Slam, nice. Guess they may have expected a catch on something. They're going to let the second move go through. No, into the shield. Both shielded. Going to be taking a lot of damage from the Dragon Breaths. I guess they wanted more energy on the Golbat, but also they're just in a tough position with two shields down. Another Ice Punch on the way. And let's see in the back, it's a Vigoroth, and with their zero shield Vigoroth, the match was gone at that point by far. They needed to strip away some shields, but Duclops was too tough. And now here is the devil of the Evolution Cup. Thankfully have two counter users, but stayed in and didn't want to lose my other counter user, but let's see. The damage is so little. Actually is quite okay. But of course at this point I bring in a counter user. And I get the attack boost, which actually is going to speed up this battle so much. Our second attack boost. Double Night Slash boost. This primate is unstoppable. And then I see another ghost. And they have to, of course, shield the Night Slashes. Gonna bait with the Ice Punch. I do have Poltergeist. And I am going to land it on their Duclops. Goodbye, Duclops. Ice Punch won't be enough for knockout, but it will get them to decent health range. And I'll happily commit the last shield. They do catch an Ice Punch on a red HP Chansey, which actually does not get taken out by an undercharge. And I use those counters to get to a move in time. Probably could have still won had I taken out the Chansey, but better be safe than sorry. Now we have Vigoroth in the lead. They are going to be forced to charge all the way up to counters. Only going to be able to do some tad bits of damage with Ice Punch. I have 2 Ice Punches loaded, no shields used, and well, they are in a better position. So here I bring in Primate Band. I meet the Togetic. The tough core breaker to the double counter users. Although I'm able to land Ice Punch, and I have another one in time to force a shield from them. And now they are going to take me out. Going to gather up more energy and hope for the knockout. I do not get it. They do make a catch. Fantastic on them. I am annoyed. But I don't get the knockout. I get a counter in. They're not going to be able to make a catch anytime soon. And they are going to be able to get me in range of a Poison Fang after the first debuff. I just want to gather up some extra energy. And I need to be able to throw back-to-back moves for 2 KOs. Goodbye, Golbat. And a goodbye, Togetic. Was able to outlast and gain enough energy. Now we have Arctic's bad lead, but we are just going to bring in Vigoroth, and we have found a second dragon. Shadow Dragonair is powerful, but it cannot take a hit. They're going to throw ASAP to avoid a second Body Slam immediately. Going to give them as little farm for what comes in next. But they commit their last shield. And if it's Body Slam, I'm Gucci. It's an Aqua Tail, but it's fine. Going to be able to have some decent energy for what comes in next. A second Aqua Tail's not enough. I do survive long enough for a Poltergeist. Kaboom! And it's a triple dragon team that is getting wrecked by the Ghost and 2 counters, users. A lot of some nice ice coverage, and now we have another Golbat. And here, I let that Poison Fang go through. They try and make a catch. But I still use a nice punch worth of energy to get some nice chip. Not going to be able to use a single shield and avoid another move on the way. So I just throw my energy, expecting the return of Golbat. Are they going to one-shot me for my health range? No. And I do snag a Hail Mary Ice Punch to even up the shield. To even up the field with the shields. Gonna grab the last shield and expect something that I would be wanting to have Duclops won the back. Gonna let that second Poison Fang go through. Healthy enough Duclops, and I do grab that knockout. Alolan Graveler. And they concede the match. They must have known Poltergeist would have been too much. We have another Dragonair, this time they're not on Shadow, so they're going to be damaging me a little slower and taking damage a little slower. But they let the Ice Punch go. Get to know how much it does at that point. Gonna let go the second Aqua Tail. Are they gonna concede the dragon? They do. Not gonna be able to reach Poltergeist, so consolation prize of an Ice Punch. Now we have Vigoroth to come in, which Charge Bug is in range of a Rockslide just about, especially after the extra counters. Not going to be able to take too much, so let's Body Slam bait, and then they have the move thrown. Not going to let a whole Rockslide go through when I do not want my Primeape to go up against this bug. They do try and go for the farm down, but cannot avoid a third move. And thankfully for me, it's enough for that KO. The back line is the Vigoroth, and they have met their match. Night Slash says goodnight to Vigoroth. But thankfully, enough counters was enough. Two more counters was enough. Togekiss, and they catch. Well, they bring in the Charge Bug. Gonna be able to land the Poltergeist, and I'm gonna go for a full farm down with one shield being used because I need the energy for Togetic to break the shields. And they do have two shields, very healthy. They're not in range of Rockslide. So they choose to be smart and bring in Vigoroth to take these Body Slams much better. They don't know my third Pokemon is fantastic against this Vigoroth, but also Togetic would love Primeape. But I do have Ice Punch, which is going to be nice. No need to save this Primeape any longer. Happy they didn't gain extra energy. And, I mean, unless they can survive. Can they survive an Ice Punch? They're going to grab a shield. I would have been fine had I shielded up the first one, but this is a little safer. Because, well, the first one was not boosted. So happy to let that go more than the second one. We got a gold bet. Going to get some good amount of energy. And I'm going to go for the full Poltergeist. And it gets shielded. Of course, because why would I be able to land the nuke? And they do get the knockout, and I'm like, oh no, is there any hope? But I do have the shield advantage at this point. They're only going to be able to damage me with Poison Fang and Wing Attack, so no need to worry about trying to shield up a Shadow Ball. They bring in a Purified Dragonair. Which I was able to quickly swap. Going for the cheaper Night Slash. Expecting the guaranteed shield. I think I could have gone for another Night Slash, and that would have, if I got a boost, would have been very amazing. But I do have a loaded up Body Slam. And gonna shield up. Are we gonna tie this match? We are gonna tie. Ties are very rare, but for when that happens, it's like the battle never did happened. Now we got another Dragonair. Definitely used Shadow Dragonair, so stay tuned for that. You'll be able to see some Shadow Dragonair action on my channel shortly with Catch Cup. Night Slash takes out the Vigoroth. They do still have the extra shield, but they are running out of health on that Pokemon. Ooh, they do not get the knockout with Bada Sam. Yay for resisting. And it's a Primeape in the back. Well, they still have a lot of Duclops to get rid of. And I'm going to bring in Duclops now. Able to survive a Night Slash, and a Ice Punch will be a little bit more damage than they want to take. But they do take it. And they're going to get out-countered down by Vigoroth. Hope you enjoyed the video, the battles. Hit the like button if you did. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.